Is suffering necessary to make us face the necessity to change? Is suffering necessary to make us face the necessity to change? This is one of our traditions that says you must suffer in order to be good. In the Christian world and in the Hindu world, they try and put different words for it. Karma and so on, so on, so on. And the Buddha, everywhere, they say you must go through suffering. Which is not only physical suffering, but also psychologically. That is, you must strive, you must make an effort, you must sacrifice, you must give up, you must abandon, you must suppress. You know, that is our tradition, both in the East and the West. And suffering, being common to all mankind, one says you must go through that particular door. Someone comes along, like a speaker, and says, suffering must end. Not go through it, it must end. You understand what I'm saying? Suffering is not necessary. It's the most destructive element in life. Like pleasure, suffering is made personal, secretive. Mine, not yours. There is not only global suffering. Mankind has been through enormous sorrows, wars, starvations, violence. You follow? He's faced violence in different forms, suffering in different forms. And so he accepts it as inevitable and uses that as a means to become noble or change himself. We are saying on the contrary. You may reject it, question it, doubt it. Let's find out. That is, let us seek the right answer to this. Together, not because the speaker says so. Can sorrow end? Sorrow being our grief. So many ways we suffer. An insult, a look, a gesture, a wound that we have received from childhood. A wound that's very deep, of which you may be conscious or unconscious. The suffering of another, the loss of another. And if you examine it closely, taking one fact, which is that we are wounded from childhood by the parents, by the teachers, by other boys, girls. This is happening all the time. And this wound is deep, covered up, and one builds a wall around oneself not to be hurt. And so that very wall creates fear. I don't know if you're following all this. And one asks, can this hurt? Can it go, can it be wiped away completely so that it leaves no scar? Please, we are going over together, you understand? I'm sure you have been hurt, haven't you? All of you. Some way or another. It's there. And we carry it throughout our life. The consequences of that is that we become more and more isolated. More and more apprehensive. We don't want to be hurt anymore. So we build a wall around ourselves. And gradually withdrawal, isolation takes place. You know all this. So one asks, is it possible not to be hurt? Not only not to be hurt in the future, today, but also to wipe out the hurt that one has had from childhood. You understand? We are thinking this together, please. Is it possible to wipe away the wound, the hurt that one carries about with oneself, carries about all the time? If one is serious, and if one wants to discover for oneself the cause of the hurt, and what is hurt, and who is hurt. You're following all this? Please. Which means, is it possible not to register the insult, the flattery, the gesture that cuts you down, the look of annoyance, anger, the impatience, not to register any of that. This is really, do you want to go into it deeply? Shall we go into it deeply? The brain is instrument of registration, right? Like a computer, it registers. It registers because in that registration it finds security, safety. It is a form of protecting itself. Right? You're following this? Right, sir? And when one is called an idiot or some other insult takes place, the immediate reaction is to register it. Verbally, the word has its significance. wanting to hurt, and it is registered. Like flattery, it's also registered. Right? Now, can this registrating process come to an end? Bearing in mind that the mind, the brain, must register. Otherwise, you wouldn't know where your house is. You wouldn't be able to drive your car or use any language. But not to register any psychological reactions. You understand? You're following all this? Then one will ask, how? How will I prevent registration of an insult or a flattery? Flattery is more pleasant. And therefore I like to register. But the insult, the damn, or the hurt, I want to get rid of. But both factors, insult, flattery, are registered. Now, is it possible not to register? Psychologically. Right? Can we go on with this? Huh? What is it that gets hurt? You say, I'm hurt. What is that entity that gets hurt? Is it an actuality? You understand what I mean? Something concrete, something tactical, something that you can talk, or is it something that you have created for yourself, about yourself? You're following all this? I don't know if you're... All right. I have an image about myself. Most of us have. That image has been created from childhood. You must be like your brother who is so clever. You must be better. You must be good. This image is gradually being built through education, through relationship, and so on, so on. That image is me. I wonder if you accept that. That image, which is me, gets hurt. Right? Are you following? So as long as I have an image, it's going to be trodden on. By everybody. Not only by the top intellectuals, but by anybody. So, is it possible to prevent the formation of images? Go into it, sir. Come with me, will you? You understand the image-making machinery? What is this machinery that makes the images? You understand the images about my country, about the politicians, about the priests, about God, about, you follow, the whole fabrication of images. Who makes these images? And why are images made? You understand? Who makes it and why are they made? We can see very easily why they are made. For security, for reasons of self-protection. Because if I call myself a communist, a non-communist world, I would have a rather difficult time. Or in a communist world, if I'm not a communist, terrible things might happen. So, identifying myself with an image gives one a great security. That's the cause, that's the reason why all of us, in some form or another, have images. And who creates this image? What is the machinery? You understand? What's the process of it? Please think it out with me. Don't wait for me to tell. Will there be, please listen to it, will the machinery come to an end when there is complete attention, or the machinery is set going when there is no attention? You follow the question? You follow this, sir? Where am I to look? When I pay complete attention, when there is complete attention, when you call me an idiot, are you doing? You call me an idiot. And the verbal stone has an impact. And the response is, you're also. Now, can I receive that word, the meaning of that word, the insult that you want me to feel by using that word? Can I be attentive of all that instantly? You understand what I'm saying? Are we following each other? Can I be aware or attentive completely when you use that word? And you're using that word to hurt me. And to be completely attentive at that moment. It's not a shield. It's not something you put up in order to avoid. In that attention, there is no reception. I wonder if you see it. Whereas when you call me an idiot and I'm inattentive, not paying attention, then registration takes place. You can experiment with this. Do it now, for God's sake. So that not only the past wounds, past hurts, but also your mind then is so sensitive, vulnerable, it is so moving, living, active. active. It has no moment of static moment where you can hurt. I wonder if you follow this. No. All right.